This is the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Station KHB36, broadcasting from the National Weather Service office in Sterling, Virginia, and transmitting on a frequency of 162.550 MHz from an antenna located in Manassas, Virginia. This is a statement from the National Weather Service. Small craft advisory remains in effect from midnight tonight to 6 p.m. Monday. Northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 25 knots expected late tonight. Winds will turn west to southwest Monday. The areas affected include Tidal Potomac River from Key Bridge to Cobb Island, Maryland, and Chesapeake Bay and adjoining estuaries north of Drum Point, Maryland. The hazardous weather conditions are expected from midnight tonight to 6 p.m. Monday. Impacts: conditions will be hazardous to small craft. Inexperienced mariners, especially those operating smaller vessels, should avoid navigating in hazardous conditions. The 9 p.m. observation in Washington. At Reagan National Airport, mostly cloudy skies. The temperature was 73 degrees Fahrenheit, or 23 degrees Celsius. Dew point 61. Humidity was 65%. Winds were south at 13 miles an hour and the barometric pressure was 29.66 inches or 1004.4 millibars, and falling. Now for some observations from the surrounding area. At BWI Marshall Airport, cloudy skies. Temperature 74. Wind south at 5 miles an hour. At Charlottesville, mostly cloudy skies. 70. At Dulles Airport, mostly cloudy. Temperature 74 degrees. Wind south at 8 miles an hour. At Fredericksburg, fair. Temperature 71. At Martinsburg, fair skies. 71. Wind south at 8 miles an hour. At Norfolk, light rain was occurring. Temperature 71 degrees. At Ocean City, fair skies. It was 67 degrees. At Pawtuxet River Naval Air Station, cloudy. Temperature 72. At Quantico, cloudy skies. Temperature 69. Wind south at 12 miles an hour. For Richmond, light rain was falling. It was 69. At Roanoke, thunder was reported. Temperature 71 degrees. At Winchester, fair. Temperature 70. At New York, fair skies. 59. At Philadelphia, mostly cloudy skies. 67. At Raleigh, fair skies. 71. Now for a few observations on the waters. At Washington Channel, the wind was south at 8 knots, and the water temperature was 68 degrees. At Piney Point, the wind was south at 9 knots. At Thomas Point, the temperature was 68 degrees. Wind southeast at 14 knots. The latest river levels in the Potomac, Shenandoah, and Rappahannock basins are as follows. All reports are current as of 7 p.m. and are measured in feet. For Potomac River at Shepherdstown, 3.0. Potomac River at Point of Rocks, 2.2. Potomac River at Edwards Ferry, 4.3. Potomac River at Little Falls, 3.4. North Fork Shenandoah River near Strasburg, 2.1. South Fork Shenandoah River at Front Royal, 1.5. Shenandoah River at Millville, 2.4. Rappahannock River at Remington, 3.5. Rappahannock River above Fredericksburg, 2.4. Rapidan River near Culpeper, 1.2. Opecon Creek near Martinsburg, 2.2. Seneca Creek at Dawsonville, 2.1. Goose Creek near Leesburg, 1.9. Monocacy River at Frederick, 3.6. Here is a look at the weather features that will affect the region over the next several days. A cold front will pass through the area overnight. Showers will accompany the front along with a possible thunderstorm. Gusty northwest winds will usher in cooler conditions behind the boundary overnight. Drier and slightly cooler temperatures are expected for the first part of next week as high pressure builds over the region. Breezy and dry conditions could result in elevated fire conditions throughout much of next week. The current time is 10:02 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Washington metro area and the surrounding KHB listening area. Rest of tonight, Showers likely with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds until midnight. Lows in the lower 50s. Southwest winds around 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour, becoming northwest with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 60s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 40s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Tuesday night, clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour, diminishing to around 5 miles an hour after midnight. Wednesday, mostly clear. Highs in the lower 70s. Lows in the upper 40s. Thursday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the upper 50s. Friday, hot. Mostly cloudy. A chance of showers. Highs in the mid-80s. Lows in the upper 50s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers. Highs in the mid-70s. Lows in the upper 40s. Chance of rain 50%. Sunday, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid-60s. Lows in the lower 40s. This hazardous weather outlook is for the Maryland portion of the Chesapeake Bay, Tidal Potomac River, and I-95 corridor through central Maryland, northern Virginia, and District of Columbia. Day 1, tonight. A line of showers and perhaps an isolated thunderstorm will be capable of producing strong wind gusts over the waters late this evening and overnight. Special marine warnings may be warranted. Days 2 through 7, Monday through Saturday. No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation is not expected at this time. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the Chesapeake Bay from Sandy Point to North Beach. Rest of tonight, southwest winds 10 knots with gusts to 20 knots, becoming northwest with gusts to 25 knots late. Waves 1 to 2 feet. A chance of showers until midnight, then showers likely. Monday, west winds 10 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Waves 2 feet. Monday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Tuesday, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Waves 2 feet. Tuesday night, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Wednesday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots until midnight, then becoming northeast after midnight. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Now for the National Weather Service marine forecast for the tidal Potomac from Key Bridge to Smith Point. Rest of tonight, southwest winds 10 knots with gusts to 25 knots, becoming northwest with gusts to 25 knots late. Waves 1 feet. A chance of showers until midnight, then a chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Monday, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 feet. Monday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 foot. Tuesday, west winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Waves 2 feet. Tuesday night, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Wednesday, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming east overnight. Waves 1 foot. Winds and waves higher and visibilities lower in and near thunderstorms. The Northern Virginia mountain forecast for elevations above 2,000 feet including the Skyline Drive. Rest of tonight, thunderstorms likely late in the evening. Showers. Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds late in the evening. Lows in the lower 40s. Monday, sunny in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Monday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 40s. Breezy. Tuesday, sunny. Highs around 60. Windy. Wednesday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Highs around 70. Thursday, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-40s. Highs in the upper 70s. Friday, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers. Lows in the mid-50s. Highs in the upper 70s.